Hello and welcome to Critical Idiots. Today we Snyder our cuts.
That's a good one.
So who has seen the original?
Have you seen the original?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Well, I watched it once when it came out, and then I watched it again recently to like familiarize myself with the content. And I think it's a lot better what Zack Snyder's done here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's a lot better. But that is not saying that much.
Yeah.
I felt like I frankly I hadn't seen the movie. I still haven't.
Yeah. That's the impression I've gotten. I haven't watched it, but I feel like
The bar was low, so like he definitely exceeded expectations. Well,
So
Yeah.
now it's like acceptable instead of being trash.
yeah, but then
Yeah.
again, it was hailed as like his 4-hour magnum opus that never got seen.
Yeah.
But it turns out a lot of what I assumed, I was like, oh, if it's bad, it's probably, it's probably weed.
Probably weeding.
Snyder would never. But no, there's like quite a good chunk of this film that I was surprised to find out is Snyder's stuff that he shot.
Right.
Or maybe it was, like stuff where it was, because they did shoot most of a movie.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
It was
I
in
think
post-production.
It was in a state where it was just like, without Zack Snyder here, we can't do anything.
we have no idea what you were leaving us. What is this film?
It's a 4-hour film.
Everyone's used to like Marvel like films.
They probably like rocked up at Joss Whedon's house with like 3 stretch limos full of cash, and it was just like, make it a Marvel movie.
Not Age of Ultron.
There was precedent to because the original Superman got a recut, which is like the Donner cut. And also, apparently Batman vs Superman, the fans were like, oh no, the extended cut is so much better than the theatrical. That's why that movie was so terrible.
Yeah.
This extended cut
Batman
is so
vs
good."
Superman.
Yeah.
They picked Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. They were destined to fail at that point.
Extended cut!
They were destined to fail.
Well then, we don't have to depend upon the kindness of monsters.
How did you guys feel about the 4-hour runtime?
How do you feel about
Well, yeah, Daniel, how about you start us off? How did you feel about
How
the
did you
4-hour
feel?
runtime?
I got so bored I switched off halfway through.
What do you want to talk about the runtime, Chris?
The runtime.
Yeah. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, look, okay, for me, the runtime really helped. Because I how do I summarize it? Honestly, I feel like I couldn't focus.
Yeah.
Did
You
you
know-
know if it was in parts?
You know the whole lazy eye thing, where like you're trying to focus on something, then your eye kind of like goes to like something more interesting.
Yeah.
It just could not stop doing that.
My main thing is that it doesn't drag as much as a 4-hour film. You would think a 4-hour popcorn film might.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily transcend, A to Z kind of by the numbers storytelling.
Part 1 started, and I was like, okay, this is going to be in parts. And then I kind of started enjoying it for a bit there, and I was like, okay, the aspect ratio does a lot of heavy lifting throughout the film. It shouldn't, but it's like, I can't help it. I like it. And there'd be bad action scenes and it just frame it to look artistic, but you actually don't know what's going on. But then all this campy shit started happening in part 1, like Wonder Woman making it no one gets hit by the bullets. Or like that horse chase. And I was like, am I actually gonna enjoy this movie?
Yeah.
And then part 2 started, and it was a slow descent.
It's funny you say that because both of those scenes are in the original.
Yeah, well that's
But
interesting.
the context around them is very different, so it
Yeah.
sets them up, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you have more fun on the ride of this version. The cut's better.
Eventually started to do me in was that after when I started to feel it, I was like, okay, I'm feeling the runtime, but it's also like there's no story here still. I thought with the reshoots it'd be about something, right? And it
Mm.
feels
the story-
really plot like this happens, and it's like why?
I feel like it felt like a story you've heard so many times before.
Well, the plot beats are not dissimilar at all from the original.
Yeah.
Like they're the same kind of plots, but it's like done over 4 hours. So in some ways, it's not as much of a drag as you think it might be.
Yeah.
But having said that, it could be like 200 minutes instead of 240.
Yeah, if you're gonna be 4 hours long, you should probably be like
Good.
either like you're gonna be like The Godfather Part 2 or Seven Samurai, or you're a TV show. I don't know if this is what. Yeah.
Yeah, I think on that, maybe if it was a bit shorter, it
Yeah.
would have been able to hold my attention a bit
Yeah.
better. I could have maybe given it a 5 or 6, but I just felt like it was very bloated,
Yeah.
especially the action scenes. I felt no investment.
And for little substance too.
Yeah.
Well, it's a MacGuffin fest. you know?
Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna get the three
It's a visual
MacGuffins.
treat.
It was pretty much just that they need to save the world, and so Batman assembles a team, and they get fucked, and they're like, we need Superman, so they revive Superman,
Spoilers.
and then they get unfucked for a bit, but maybe there's a sequel. Batman
we
kind of
slowly-
picks up
yeah.
the torch because Superman represents the hope, and Batman's more
Yeah.
of the detective type.
Yeah.
But I feel like ever since Superman died, this is
Yeah.
Batman trying to pick up Superman's, where Superman left off.
Yeah.
In a way that Batman kind of isn't able to, but unite a team
Yeah.
and
Mm.
play that role as the leader.
So basically, there's 3 boxes.
Mother
and
boxes.
Mother boxes, and if Steppenwolf destroys the 3 boxes, then he can bring Darkseid into the world. And this is the only world that has ever fought Darkseid off. And he's conquered, hundreds of thousands of planets, except for us, because Zeus and Ares kicked his ass.
What's his last name? Of the Moon?
Batman was actually maybe my least favorite of the 6. in this
I
movie.
did find it really funny that whenever they would all assemble at a new location,
Yeah.
like Aquaman and Wonder Woman, The Flash, and
Yeah.
Barry Allen. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
almost completely forgot about
Yeah.
him. Batman would just be like a couple minutes late,
Yeah.
or he'd be like running to the
Yeah,
scene because he takes a bit longer.
It's so funny.
It's like,
Yeah,
I'm
they all
Richard-
appear there to take on Superman, and then Batman shows up and he just touches one of the cops on the back, like, there, and it's just like, good job, Batman.
He's like, I'm rich. I don't need to show up. Like,
Oh yeah.
And he's also playing like a dog that's in trouble. Like he knows he's like he kind of caused some issues to Superman in the last film,
Yeah.
so he's like kind of scared. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, Ben Affleck's not the great. I thought he would be an amazing Bruce Wayne at least.
Yeah.
But he's not amazing in the role.
No.
I don't know what's gone wrong here.
Well, he's meant to be like dark Batman, but like you were saying earlier, it's almost like he's sinking into the background.
He's meant to be
Yeah.
old Batman. He's meant to be like a Batman, middle-aged Batman.
Yeah, like Frank Miller, Dark Knight Returns
Yeah.
Batman, where
Like a
he's
bit
like
chunkier.
messed up.
Yeah. But I don't get that vibe.
Yeah, there's one thing he says to the Joker later in the movie where it's just like, oh, that's right, this is dark Batman.
Mm.
And that's
Oh, he's like, I will fucking kill you.
Yeah.
So Aquaman didn't do too much.
Yeah, well, he did a few things. He took his
stopped the
his
water.
shirt off a bunch of times.
He did.
Yeah, sure.
Why was he always going through the water in jeans?
That was it. Yeah, to go the full way. You know? What I thought was great is like when he pulls that guy in, he's just like, it's like you didn't respect the storm. Like, what does that mean? Like the guy just was doing his job.
Yeah.
He didn't know there was a storm coming. He respect the storm. He
down-
drinks like a whole
Yeah.
bottle. Yeah, it's like he's paying for it.
Yeah.
He's a dick.
I saved his life. But I feel like he didn't get a time to shine in this movie like everyone else.
Really?
Yeah.
The impression I thought I was receiving is that he wasn't mouthing off as much as
Yeah.
the original cut.
Yeah.
Did you get that? Or?
I don't know. He just felt like way more background. Maybe because everyone else actually got fleshed out in this movie,
Mm,
and he's
Yeah.
about the same level.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
What about Barry
That's
Allen?
true.
Apparently
It
he
was-
he's better.
He's better, but I feel like for someone who's pursuing a law degree or criminal defense degree, he says a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, I thought what was weird with the Flash, right, is that like the actor was okay.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like, the scenes should have been fine.
I like
but
Ezra Miller.
His
Yeah,
dialogue
he's
is so off.
And he's meant to be studying law, and I don't think he's a dumb character, but he's that Jar Jar Binks comedy relief role.
But you think with small things like his dad being in jail or like him seeing that girl, you think, oh, now it's going to be 2 hours longer. It's because they're going to flesh out those things.
But we don't.
No.
We actually
Not at
pretty
all.
much got, except for the epilogue, we got pretty much everything in the Joss Whedon cut.
What about Cyborg?
Through the team.
You wanna
Star Wars
get your
Cyborg. Oh well, Cyborg. So my issue with Cyborg more is the his design. I hate his design. I hate his original design.
You know what was? Did someone back me up here that so he gets in a car accident.
Well, you're gonna bring up his eye, aren't you?
Yeah, I am going to bring up his eye because why did they remove his eye? His eye was fine. I saw him in the hospital bed. He was messed up around here. His eyes were fine.
No,
His dad
internal.
took his eye out.
no. There's another scene where he's like, this is what I look like, and his eyes are fucked up.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I
So
can
the
see
whole
the
time I was
time
like, why did the dad remove his eye?
Yeah.
When there's trouble, you know what to do. Call Cyborg, he can shoot a rocket from his shoe. Cause he's Cyborg, doodle, something like that. Oh yeah.
You're the resident Teen Titans fan.
Oh, sorry. Whoa. All right. Yeah, I will be the first to say that I enjoy Teen Titans' portrayal of Cyborg a lot better than what we received in this film. Are any of you familiar with it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Do you agree?
I don't know if it's because I grew up on it or not, but I definitely am more familiar with like the Teen Titans Cyborg.
It's also it's a simpler design.
Yeah.
So wait, my point is, Cyborg looks horrible. I really hate that his body just the proportions don't look right.
Yeah.
Because it almost feels like it's a skeletal design, and making him thinner and fitting his body thinner than his actual size just does not make it look right when he's moving.
Yeah.
And he looks CG the whole time.
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Really didn't like that, and I feel like maybe they should have just beefed him up or added more plating similar to Teen Titans to give him more
The
size.
Teen Titans also, they kind of have a translucent kind of armoring to him in places. It's not just like the silver.
Yeah, it's got fluorescent parts
It's
to
kind of
it.
a bit more interesting, even just design wise.
Yeah.
Because it's distracting every time you see him. Like, it just makes the movie look cheap.
Yeah.
This movie kind of became Cyborg's story more than anyone else.
He was very important, and
Yeah.
Zack Snyder, I know, kept saying that Cyborg's the key to the movie and stuff.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition.
Cons.
Let's do it.
Cons. Okay. Aside from an interestingly put together first maybe 40 minutes, the movie starts to slog hard. And it becomes really hard and boring to get through for large stretches of it. Would you agree?
No disagreements here.
I would, as I said previously, it's like not as much of a slog as I anticipated it to be. But yeah, it's way too long.
Yeah, it's just more like, I didn't think there was any stakes, so you'd have like an action scene, it would be like 30 minutes long or something, and I'd just be like, please. The slow-mo, especially in the first half, and which is Rich, I guess, me complaining because I liked the first half more, but there's so much slow-mo.
Yeah.
If you took out all the slow-mo, it'd be like 3 hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, why is the film 4 hours? Because of the slow-mo.
On the slow-mo, I did see it the most with, say, the Amazonians, when that scene came and Steppenwolf attacked. Everything was slowed down. You know, scenes with characters you didn't know, and it really took me out of it.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't notice that much.
I think
Really?
the slow-mo...
I think it took away from Barry Allen for me. Like, it's his whole shtick. It's his speed.
I understood that though, because that's just like a cinematic device.
I
So,
got
like-
using it for the Flash because
Yeah.
you need to show his speed visually.
Yeah.
But then it's like you did it. Then they did it for Cyborg.
But
then they
that's
did it
what I'm
for
saying.
Aquaman,
That's
yeah.
why it was an issue for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It should have mostly been used for him.
Yeah.
So the
one
fact that it was used for
thing's-
everyone.
Yeah.
One thing's like a cinematic device for showing super speed, and the other's just Zack Snyder's style, I would say.
Yeah.
So like, there's both uses of it in the film.
So I have an issue with Zack Snyder's style.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
And quite often throughout the film, you'd be asking yourself, "What's happening?
Well, how long do
Why
you
is this happening? How long
Yeah.
does this have
Oh
to
yeah,
go?
yeah.
Like this is a mess." And it's like it's definitely, by the sounds of it, a much better film than it was.
Yeah.
But I
It is.
still think it's a bad film.
Yeah, right. Some of the CG was a bit shoddy in places too.
Oh, that's a big discussion.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching it, like for a lot of the people I was watching with, the CGI was like the biggest problem with the film because it's just like during the action or like during large sections, it'd be like, this is just CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that was almost why like part one was exciting because like Batman was actually on this coast,
Yeah.
or like they were actually in this building with the hostages and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like when it becomes just we're in fantasy Lord of the Rings land, or we're in this apocalyptic thing with Steppenwolf is coming in, it all looks so fake. I'm not sure why you wouldn't take away money from some of those set pieces to just put them into one set piece and make it look good. It's like, why does every scene have to have millions of dollars sprinkled into it? I don't get it.
Because they want to compete with Marvel.
Is that I'm glad for a director that lost his vision that he got a chance to redo it, even though I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder at all. I'm just always pro that happening, when if it's, you know, Ridley Scott or Terry Gilliam or Zack Snyder, I'm happy. However, I don't think the film was very good. I'm glad it existed, but it was very frustrating, and towards the end I really needed it to be over. But if you have the right friends to watch it with, I recommend watching it. It's good fun.
I'm getting drunk as hell, apparently.
I'm not sure what I'd give it, because when it started, I was like, maybe a 6 or a 7. And then towards the end, I was like, nah, it's a 3.
Robotics.
0.5.
Did you just recommend people to watch a 4-hour movie?
Yeah, if you have some friends, I actually love watching
Ugh.
bad movies with friends, and sometimes it's like, if it's an 80-minute movie, it's like, oh, it's over.
I just love that you're like, it's 4 hours. I give it a 3 out of 10. But you should
3.5.
totally worth watching.
Watch it with your friends. Get
You
together.
have a great
Yeah.
time.
It's good. Yeah, look, I haven't watched any of the other films leading up to this, like, you know, Man of Steel. Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, or I didn't
That's
even
it.
end up watching Wonder Woman or Aquaman.
Oh, yeah.
So I just didn't have much interest in the universe. But I thought I'd give this a go. As you said, it's Zack Snyder's vision, and it's great that he got to do it. But overall, I just don't feel like it held my interest for the full 4 hours. And I also had issues with the CGI, and I didn't really feel like I knew any of the characters. I didn't have an investment in Batman or any other character. So I wanted to maybe be a bit nicer for this film, but I think I'll probably give it a 4. Yeah.
I'm glad that the fans got what they wanted. And
Yeah.
it's a far better cut of the film. It is a better version of the film, full stop. Having said that, it does drag on a bit more than it can justify, I feel. And I feel like I'm going to give it the highest rating here, and I'm the only one that's seen the original. I wonder if there's a bit of a connection there, because I know how much of an improvement it is.
I'll watch the original and be like, Charles, we got to redo the review.
So much better. So I think Zack Snyder's done a good job here, and I'm more interested in this as a piece of cinema history that the fans have demanded and overturned a studio's decision to release a cut, you know. And it's more than just a director's cut. gave him a few $1 million to do reshoots, and so it's a bit of a a revision of a film. It's like a 2.0, which is interesting. So I'm interested in this film, but I just feel like it was a little bit tedious and indulgent maybe.
Yeah.
But I had a good time with it. I feel like what Brody said was pretty true, except for giving it a 3. But by the end I was checking my watch for sure, so I can't dare give it higher than what I'm giving it, which is a 5.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. We have a new Twitch account, so if you want to go and follow us over there, we will do occasional gaming live streams, so that'll be fun and interesting.
Yeah, and there's links to...
Yeah, there's links down the bottom. And be sure to check out our next review. We don't know when that's happening because we never know. And anyway, we'll see you guys later on. Take care. I turned it off halfway through.
You can't give it a review.
I can't give it a review. That's it.
And see you on the side. Don't forget the epilogue, Charles.
Oh, I hate this.
Okay, there's 3 major things to discuss.
The
epilogue. Anyway, okay, so at the end, we got a reveal of Lex Luthor. He escaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first watched that, because that's also the post-credits in the original,
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I was like, well, I thought Jesse Eisenberg was Lex Luthor.
They recast him.
Yeah, they recast him. That's weird way to reveal that.
And then when he's on the boat.
yeah. And is that Eric Bana?
I don't know, yeah, some monster shows up.
No, like...
It's Deathstroke.
Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Is it Eric Bana or...
Deathstroke's also in Teen Titans.
It looked like it was Deadpool from behind. I was like, no, Deadpool's Marvel. This is ridiculous.
But trust Deadpool to
Deathstroke.
that would be absolutely hilarious if he somehow infiltrated a whole group.
Throughout the whole film, I'm like trying to, in the back of my mind, be like, where's this Joker scene?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What's going on with that? Isn't there like, I heard some rumors about this film being about Batman dealing with the post-apocalyptic dream world.
I read that he had like a full-on cameo.
Yeah, it was a whole 40-minute sequence, but maybe not the main plot of the film.
Yeah.
But it was just in the epilogue.
Yeah, it was this jump forward in time where Batman's done something to kill Lois Lane, and Superman's coming for revenge, and like Aquaman or someone's like, "Why did you bring him? Are you sure that was a good idea?"
That's Amber Heard, Aquaman's girlfriend.
Oh my lord!
Honestly,
she's getting fired.
Like if it was a better story, Justice League, that would have been a great lead up to the next film. Because it's a good universe, it's a good idea from the comics, but it's like it's jumped you forward to like 2/3 through the next movie. Well, the idea is Superman goes nuts, and kills everyone, and so it's Batman v Superman again.
My understanding,
Superman v everyone.
Wait, all right, maybe. Yeah.
My understanding of that scene was that it was an alternative reality where they lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, I just got... Because earlier in the film, Batman, they were like, Lois Lane's the key to this, and Wonder Woman was like, oh yeah, because Superman loves her.
Yeah.
Batman's like, nah, bitch.
Yeah.
It's darker than that.
Yeah.
And then in the flash forward, he was like, I got her killed or something.
Yeah, he let her die.
That's just what I heard online, that's what that scene was
about.
Oh,
that might be true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just going off what
Yeah.
But then Jared Leto, does he just improvise?
No. I think Zack Snyder wrote that scene. He doesn't actually say we live in a society, does he?
No, I feel like a lot of people keep memeing about that, and I don't remember
it's in the trailer.
He says some pretty awkward things that are pretty bad. But he was really bad, and it's like, and then Batman's all like, it's like, oh, I'll kill you.
I'll fucking kill you.
And it'll be slow.
I promised her one thing, that I'll kill you slow.
It's like, that's something you promised to Lois Lane.
God damn it, man.
And then
No, it wasn't-
some
it wasn't
dude
Lois Lane.
flies up to.
He didn't promise that to Lois Lane. He promised that to Harley Quinn.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I mean, I haven't seen.
I love that you know this and you hadn't watched
I
the
just played-
film.
Yeah.
20 minutes ago.
And then at this point, with all this like epilogue stuff, you're like, please end. And
Oh,
some bug
yeah.
man flies
Martian
up to
Manhunter
Batman's
or-
house.
That's Superman's mum.
What?
People were saying that like Lois Lane is gonna find out in this film
Yeah.
that Martian Manhunter is Superman's mother. That's why, like, do you remember the scene after Lois and what's her name? What's her name?
Martha.
Martha. Oh, that's right. I forget. When Martha and Lois talk, you remember Martha leaves the apartment and she shifts
Yeah.
into Martian Manhunter. Do you remember?
Oh, just yeah. That.
Does
little
this
scene
actually
on-
happen?
The biggest thing I think with the epilogue I wanted to bring up is like, obviously it seems to me that it's a gambit to get a sequel. And it's like he's putting his cards forward and he's trying to get the fans hyped so that DC will be like, oh, we've decided not to cancel your universe.
I'm happy that this happened and that Zack Snyder's got his cut out and stuff, but I'm not interested in it continuing.
It's like it should end.
It
But
should
that-
end.
yeah, but then this epilogue shouldn't have happened.
The epilogue, I think it was like, this is how the film, well, it's not how the film was going to be, but the original film was this was like the last film in Superman's arc, and then Justice League was going to have a 3-movie arc.
Yeah.
So this movie was meant to end on a cliffhanger,
Yeah.
but this is like a 2.0 Jared Leto cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I feel like you could
So-
see that. It's a launching point. When they've got the table at the end, it's like, and room for more.
Yeah.
Like,
and
6
room
chairs.
for more.
And room for more.
God help us.
Yeah. While I was watching it, Grace was saying that Steppenwolf's head looked like a uterus, and that's all we were seeing the whole time.
I just thought it was
Meters.
Meters. No,
Uterus.
I'm sorry. I need to go back now and see that. You're gonna do an edit and just have his face and then the uterus over.
Excited for Pattinson.
Yeah.
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 But
That's
what?
But that's his own.
Oh,
yeah.
yes!
Yeah.
Oh.
That's his own
Robert
universe.
Pattinson.
Yeah.
Oh, Patterson.
There's Batfleck and there's Pattinson. I love that it tickles your brain. So it doesn't necessarily transcend, A to Z kind of by the numbers storytelling at the same
Yeah,
time.
I agree.
It's very, very basic, but it's elaborate.
Oh my god. Fuck, dude. Just fucking end. Just finish. Oh my god, please. Just stop. Fuck.
The horse chase is really fun. I had a good time with the horse chase.
Mm.